Go on, Manny.
It might surprise you.
Huh?
So go on.
How you doing?
Subscribe to Stranger.
And like I had to
Shane, brother, you good?
Yeah, cool. Don't know.
Abs, you're the man, go on. Talk to him, Knuckle-up TV.
You know what?
What's that about?
First of all,
What, don't you start?
let me, you know what? I'm just going to carry on, yeah?
I'm getting sweet, man.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Two things. See the fire.
Okay.
Opinion, if you have one. A comment, if you like.
Fuck it.
Can't put the blame on anyone straight away. You can't, because you don't know the facts yet, you know. Until the people go through the building and they find out what happened, what caused it, then you can have the facts to say, alright, then blame this person.
But my one question is this: why didn't they put them air cushions on the ground so people jumped out, they could bounce on the air cushions?
I said that, yeah.
No, the flames were coming too far out.
Yeah. Well, you're saying they're coming too far out for that to happen.
Yeah.
But for that to happen, what I mean is,
that's never really
to inflate it though.
Yeah, that's never really. I've never seen that happen. Yeah. I've never really seen that happen unless it's in a stunt movie.
Even in the forest fires, and got helicopters to spray out the water to maintain forest fires. They should also add that accessibility for that fire too, you know.
I think it's just an unfortunate accident, and you know, it's just one of them things, you know, like they was ill prepared for it.
What about the cladding on the outside of the building? Do you think that kind of...
You know what it is, yeah, you know, like, just imagine the council, the TMO most was under like a lot of pressure to build the building, you know, refurbish it. And you know, you did cheap labour, cheap materials, someone skim off the top and took a part of the 10 million, put it up, and they're thinking, ah, it's just, remember, because a lot of Muslims was in there, you know, people that just come over and them things, put them in the building, they never expect that to happen, then it happened. Now you're gonna find out who and who's responsible now, you get me?
Timing, when you say there's a lot of Muslims in the building, it's kind of like...
Oh, when you hit that, yeah, because that's a theory. That what you're saying there is what people are saying, that... Alright, what you're saying now is that it's like they spent 10 million to build an oven to cook them, you get what I'm saying?
I'm saying that all things are possible, and you know, certain forces have agendas, and all things are possible. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying we should look at everything, because these are lives of people being taken, and as far as I'm concerned, the cladding played an important role in the way that building went up in flames. And who sanctioned the cladding? It has to be the council, isn't it?
And it costs less money.
That's it.
Yeah, for these deaths now than to
That's it.
move it. But
would you think that it's an insult, isn't it, when you said I've got 5 million bond? That was a joke thing, isn't
that's
it?
an insult.
An allowance.
5 million for what?
For what? For what?
That's nothing. That's pennies,
5
man.
million.
Remember, it took her so many days after. Remember, if it weren't for the community coming together, this is the facts now, then there wouldn't be no water, no relief, you get me?
The amount of deaths that's being shown on the news, where everyone who lives there saying it's far greater than what's been exposed on the news.
So you think they're hiding stuff?
Of course, naturally, definitely.
The death toll's bigger than what
Much
they're
bigger,
saying.
much bigger. Because they don't want the uproar, the riots, and all these things to happen from the people. So they say, no, little numbers at a time.
There's stories of people. There's one man caught a baby, you know.
I heard about that, yeah.
But there's another man who missed one.
Whoa.
Yeah, missed one like that, and he's walking around like, oh shit, you get what I'm saying?
Life is different now.
Yeah, like he was upset, like it wasn't his fault, you know what I mean? But you see something coming down that fast, and you try and rise. Yeah.
Another next fact, there should have been a quicker rescue operation. Somehow, I think there was a stall, there was some kind of interruption with the network and the communications, with the speed of how the response system got there, because they were hindered some way, or were they? You know what I mean?
You know, and it was, you know, it took 15 minutes for it to just go from something small to a
cladding.
Right, yeah.
Cladding.
It took 2 days to put it out. So literally, you know, 48 hours.
People are being cooked in that. When you saw the smoke going up, that was the smoke not just of materials of the building, that's human flesh.
Do you think people should, obviously they should be brought to justice and charged,
man,
yeah?
Naturally.
Yeah, but I think what you need to do first is get all the facts first.
It's been labelled as corporate manslaughter, so that's not being officially.
That's the term I was looking for.
But that's what they're going for. Corporate manslaughter,
and that determines corporate manslaughter is what? It goes under a different category?
A business, a business owner or a
No
person
one
in charge.
person.
Yes, is a charge for that.
Right, so the one person would get charged, would he?
A company, a corporate,
company.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm guys something brown or something like that there. Because I went to the centre, innit?
Yeah.
I went to the town and have a look, and I went to the centre and they're looking for this guy called Brown, but he weren't there. Obviously, he must have left work. You know?
Yeah, they've got him under, you know, a secret location.
Yeah.
Under, you know what I mean? Because his life is on the line, pretty much. People ain't playing. This is a serious. You know, this has never happened before in this sort of scale. It's the worst thing the firefighters have ever had to deal with. That's it.
So, you know, like, not to digress, but you know about what happened earlier on this morning.
Okay, yeah. And at first, they were saying a white guy took a truck or van and ran into some Muslim people. But then they're saying,
Look at the
terrorists. And then an hour later, it turned to, okay, a terrorist attack. But before that, it wasn't a terrorist attack. It was a white guy who went to a group of Muslim worshippers, and that was it. Until people saying to them, hold on a minute, if it was that way around, it's called a terrorist attack. How come now it's not called that? And then it changed.
So now, from it wasn't a terrorist attack.
Not in the beginning.
So now it is a terrorist
Now
attack.
it's been classed as a terrorist
So
attack.
they rather the word terrorist attack to race attack, because terrorist attack, you're going to get no community response. But if it's a race attack, well, they've got a lot to deal with. So, what do you reckon?
On that?
Yeah, race attack?
I reckon, you know what? You know what? Yeah, funny to say this here. I reckon the government maybe did that one. You know.
Exactly. I think about that as well,
and to make it look like they're doing something now. Because they never did nothing with that fire.
Problem solution thing.
Yeah.
But the only thing about that as well is this: all the other attacks, the London Bridge, what the case may be, there's no CCTV footage, there's no iPhone footage, there's nothing to suggest that happened. But the one today, there's video footage of them arresting, not arresting them,
detained him.
The guy, on the floor, beating him up, all sorts of things. Like, that's real, innit? The fire, there's video footage of the fire from camera phones, real, innit? But you see the other London Bridge attack and all these things, there's hardly no film footage from people's phones, all these things. So to me, that alone suggests to me that it's kind of something funny with those attacks there.
Did you see the video about the police officers changing uniform, changing clothes behind the van?
And they and they tried to say that that was for something different. They went for that scenario or situation, but it's all fabrication of the lies, as we know, man. It's all mixed up.
I think it's orchestrated
it's all
to a
of it,
certain extent.
And it's always been like that from as long as we know, from years.
Just like the media, just like the news. So, opinion of the people is what we're gonna be focusing on, because I personally don't trust the mainstream media. Okay, but I trust the hearts of people who have got nothing to gain from their honest, nothing to lose or to gain from an honest opinion. So hence we're out here in the park talking to my brother, by the way, same mother, my younger brother Mikey.
So you're related, yeah?
Yeah, well,
brothers, isn't it? God be related.
So you're same family, yeah?
Same mother.
So why have you never introduced me to him before?
As I said to him, I said we're just going to go through with it, Like I'm just doing it with a stranger, and then we can get to the crux of what's going on. Because I do like to have a bit of professionalism to it.
Explain how many brothers you have.
I'm not going into the history.
You're going into history.
Yeah, right. What is it?
We'll leave that for another time.
Yeah, we go down that road another time. But this is my beloved from another mother. First, I know your face.
Oh, I've seen
your face before.
Nigel, yeah, because I made the movie in it and he's starring in it.
Yeah, I need to get up. Speak it up, please.
Promote it. Yeah, Southside's Most Wanted.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
And what it's about the politicians and the media. It's about a secret society using the politicians and the media to influence the streets. So what's going on now is what's happening in the movie.
Agenda.
Yes,
and it could be found on?
It could be found on YouTube.
YouTube, right, okay, cool.
Part 2, Unearth Some More. Part 3,
Alright.
Part 4.
Alright.
We're gonna kill James Bond.
Say no more. Say no more. Alright.
We need a new beginning anyway. 007,
Yeah,
man.
because 007 I fuck we up in there.
Get me?
Yeah.
Bless, man.